Hey guys, it's Spaces Sims, and we are back with more Sympathy Kiss, continuing Nori's route. It's been a couple days since I played, so I forgot what's going on. Even if it was I recorded yesterday, I forgot what's going on. But anyway, after arriving home, I started looking at cooking apps and online cooking videos for reference. Right, we had him at the event, and he cooked for us, and now we're still trying to figure out what his deal is. We're going to be figuring out what Nori's deal is for a while. I figured it'd be best if the cooking steps were shown via video rather than only listed in a recipe. Even if the dishes couldn't all be made easily, it'd be nice to watch them being prepared. Regardless, to make this column work, I need to film new videos exclusive to Astarcy with someone in a studio. Okay, I was like, when I read the make this column work, I was like, right, okay, like a recipe kind of column. But now it's like, that was the first, okay. But then it's I need to film someone in a studio. All right. Well, see, that's going a little bit above and beyond. It would really be more like, oh, okay, here's some really great recipes. People could be like, oh, yeah, we could link to other people, outside sources, whatever, or hey, we tested this recipe and, from this, blog site or something, you know what I mean? Most people, I guess there's something to be said about you. We have our own, but you're going to have someone recreate these recipes as opposed to just, if you're on an app and they're like, oh, hey, here's a good recipe. You're like, oh, okay, cool. My link to this blog or this person's recipe or this video or something. And you're getting a bunch of different people with different cooking levels doing stuff, As opposed to, it feels like we're forming a cooking show now. But I see where they're going with this. We're going to need someone in a It's gonna be Nori. That's what we're doing, right? We already made the man feel nervous. We already did we're going to have him prepare the food for our event because we fucked up the catering. Called that one. Not 100%, but still called it. And now, okay. All right. I mean, they're not really subtle with where they're going on this one, so. We don't know why he's so freaked out about cooking, but. Me? I explained the situation to Tainaka, and he tilted his head as he studied me. Oh, she wasn't even holding back. She's just like, you should do it. And he's like, huh? You mean coming up with recipes and actually cooking them? I nodded and his face crumpled. In a studio, with people watching you. Online, for other people to view and see, forever. Because that's wouldn't scare the shit out of you. I like the fact, it's it feels kind of stupid when you say it out loud like that, but, it is going to help him get over his fear of everything, and, if he's willing to do it, and at the end it'll be good, but still. Still, it's a little cold of us to just throw that out there the man's not afraid of everything. What? I can't do that. This column will be an essential part of your job, right? My cooking might just bring your reputation down. Oh, you have no taste buds. The menu I made at the party mostly came from the manager's suggestions. Honestly, I was just helping out, and I interrupted Tainaka as he grew more and more distraught. I love the fact that he's an anxious little kitten, isn't he? I mean, he's a puppy. He's a stray puppy, but... Puppy, cat dog? I don't know. He's a little stray animal. But he's also a little anxious one, isn't he? Oh my god, but then the cooking is so bad. It's like, sweetie, have you ever eaten your own food? Do you not have taste buds? How do you not know your cooking is amazing? Again, most people, I guess it's it's mouth blind, I guess. It's your nose blind. People walk in wow, your house smells like dog. And you're like, what? No, it doesn't. You're like, yes, it fucking does. It smells like dog in here. Dog people don't understand dog smell. They don't think dogs smell. And you're like, dogs definitely have a smell. And you smell like a dog. You know what I mean? It's kind of I had a friend who was like, my people at work told me that white people smell like wet dog when we get wet. It's we do. Have you never smelled yourself when you're wet? If you're out in the rain or whatever, you smell like a wet dog. It's wet dog smell. It's kind of if white people smell like wet, we do. I'm sorry. We just, the fact that you never noticed that, though, you know what I mean? You're kind of blind to your own funk. That's what Febreze is for, right? That's what all those Febreze commercials are about. Segue into Febreze. Not sponsored, but you know what I mean? Like, Febreze makes me sneeze. Anything with a strong scent makes me sneeze. But but you know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's mouth blind. Like, he eats, but I mean, I guess you eat your own cooking and you're like, oh, this is pretty good. And then other people are like, the fuck is this shit? Like, have you ever watched anybody, like, making things, like, recipe, and you're like, okay, what the fuck? Anytime anyone puts banana or celery in shit, I have to question their sanity. With bananas, I get it. I'm like, I just don't like bananas. So it's like, why is everywhere healthy muffins? And you're like, oh, and they're like, banana. And you're like, fuck, it's just going to taste like banana. It tastes so good. It's so chocolate. It's going to taste like motherfucking bananas. Might also taste like chocolate, but it's going to taste like fucking chocolate bananas. Banana is an overpowering fucking taste for me. You know what I mean? But, like, if you put celery in shit, I really do question. I think you're a serial killer. More so than I might be one. I'm just saying, you are psychotic. You should be locked up. Celery is literally Satan's asshole. Don't know why you eat it. But we've had this conversation before. But you know what I mean? Like, you watch people cook things and you're like, who the fuck? Why are you eating that? What the fuck? There's certain weird combinations that people like. You know what I mean? It's shit like that. So it's like, you might be like, no, my cooking's good. And other people are like, what in the fuck is this swill? And then, or with Nori, he's like, nah, it's just average. And it's like, sweetie, you act like you literally barely scraped together making box mac and cheese. And like, you couldn't even follow those directions. Like, you burnt it or some shit. And this is phenomenal. So like, what in the heck? But it's not just, oh, I'm insecure about his own talents. Who said what to you? Who berated you about your food? Did you have culinary chef parents who never thought your cooking was good enough? If that's the drama, it's going to be so sad compared to the drama in the other routes. You know what I mean? Like, Yofi's drama was himself, and it was, I want to say, a slight step down from the other drama because his route was shorter. You know what I mean? His route is shorter, so you kind of had to make the drama a little bit, but he brought it. You were like, you just really brought fuel for the dumpster fire. Holy shit. You know? But like, Nori having a full-length route really has to have some good fucking drama. And like, right now, the idea that your drama is your culinary parents berated you for not being good enough is just, you're like, oh, okay. We just flatlined with that? I mean, having a chill route is fine, but it's just like, I was expecting a lot of drama considering the fact that they just get crazier as we go, and yet you're gonna literally go on Girl Give Me Nothing? Are we in episode 3 still, or are we on 4? I'm not sure. My guide is positioned at 3, but I don't know if we've done the spinoff yet, but still, I don't know. We haven't even gotten anywhere near drama. We're just still in like he's hiding things and it's questionable and interesting. Okay, but like for halfway through the route, I don't think we're going to get the explosive drama. Which again, it's fine. But it is going to be one of those like, go on girl, give me nothing like moments. And you're going to be like, I mean, but like a chill route after some of the shit we've dealt with, I'm not really complaining about that. I just find it I am complaining and I'm not complaining. I'm like in that middle place where I'm like, I'm not complaining because a chill route. Fine, cool. We're having fun with it. It's not bothering me that we don't have drama. But it's also, I'm complaining about it because like you gave us so much drama and then you give us nothing. What happened? You know? Like, I'm in a neutral place about it, but like, overall, I guess. Anyway. Huh. Oh, you mean you don't plan on just leaving all the decisions to me? It was true I asked for his help because he was such a skilled cook, but I had no intention of putting all of it on him. I knew I'd need to have a professional examine the menu details and cooking methods. I had already discussed this with Owe, and we had a list of chefs who might be willing to take on the task. I showed him the names we had compiled, hoping that would ease his mind. Oh, he's gonna know someone. Huh. I tried to reassure him that he would be safe that it would be a safe and low-stakes endeavor. But as soon as he saw that list, he became incredibly tense again. Mommy or Daddy's on this list? No, I can't. I just can't. This was the first time Tainaka had refused something I requested outright. Oh, can I use the bath first today? I'll be quick. Perhaps that was his way of ending the conversation. He swiftly disappeared into the bathroom. As he walked away, his expression was extraordinarily heart-wrenching. I regretted offending him with my thoughtless suggestion. I needed to apologize as soon as I could. Walk into the bath. He did that to you. But Tainaka went to bed early, and we didn't speak any further that day. As I lay in bed, his reaction from earlier replayed in my mind. No, I can't. I just can't. The only time I saw Tainaka make that face was when I asked him to cook for the party. Just the other day, he had offered to make something for me, so I had thought he might agree to this too. I was determined to apologize to him tomorrow and discuss the matter properly. Oh, he's going to leave, isn't he? We're going to wake up and he's going to be gone. I fell asleep with those thoughts floating around in my head. His cell phone just left sitting on the table. Ugh. I woke up to the sound of Tainaka groaning in the darkness. It sounded like he wasn't feeling well, like he'd gotten sick. No, he's having a stress nightmare. I got out of bed and went to check on him. I'm sorry. I'll do it over. He tossed and turned on the couch. He must have been having a nightmare. I'm sorry, I'll do it over. That seriously. Okay, someone on that list, whether it's parents or not, I feel like it's parents, and that's why he's pretending to have amnesia because he doesn't want to talk about it. But, like, someone on that list he's worked with or worked under, and they berated him and made him feel awful about his cooking, and, you know, and that's the whole, like, him saying, I'll do it over, like, it's not good enough. God, you suck at this. And that's why he's afraid of people eating his cooking, because he's been made to feel like he is garbage and shit, and he's not good at anything. And it would just make more sense if it was your parent doing it. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of trauma is different than, like, if you're in a culinary school and the person teaching you is just like, oh, you suck at this, blah, blah, blah. You're like, fuck you don't know anything, old man. But your parent doing that is like, you're right, I'm awful and horrible and I'll never amount to anything. You know what I mean? It's harder coming from your parents than it is from some stranger. You know? So, unless your parent was the teacher at the school and they were harder on you. Like, whatever. I feel like it's got to be parent trauma, but it is definitely what we thought with, you know, berated in your, not culinary school maybe, but like berated about your cooking from someone that you like looked up to, parent or teacher, otherwise, whatever. He looked so pained, I couldn't bear it. I decided it'd be best to wake him up. Just as I was about to call out to him, Tainaka partially opened his eyes and grabbed my hand. Where are you going? Please stay with me. He was still half asleep. Look at his sad little face, though. Okay, you know what? I can't... Like, I take back being like, I'm neutral on the not bringing us drama. You don't need to bring us drama. You bring us the sad puppy eyes, and that's good enough for me. I gently patted his hand that was clutching mine, but his grip only tightened. I don't want to be alone. Wasn't I a good boy? Oh, this really sounds like your parents did a number on you. But he also sounds like an abused dog. Oh, stop it. This is the drama. Okay, this is somehow worse in a way, because it's like every time, you know what, I forgot how sad and pathetic you are when you make that face, and then you're all sad, and wasn't I a good boy? And it's like, stop it, you're an abused puppy. Like an abused child puppy. I mean, that's what a puppy is an abused baby dog, you know what I mean? But like, it's like a child and an abused puppy at the same time with a sad face, and you're like, oh, God, it's like both wrapped into one, you know what I mean? A sad, abused child is like heart-wrenching, and then an abused dog is heart-wrenching, and then you wrap them all up into one person and turn it into him, and it's just so much worse. You know what? This is worse than the drama because before the drama you could get mad at and you wanted to light people on fire, and this you're like, I just want to curl up in a ball and cry. Stop it. What? Oh, how could they do that to you with your big sad eyes? Like, this wasn't his usual tone. He sounded like a child pleading with his mother. Oh my god. Is that why you stay with women so much? Is because you just want someone to, like, take care of you because your mother didn't? Oh, dear God. Oh, and then you got mommy issues. Oh, no. Stay with me. I couldn't bring myself to let go of his hand. I caved and thought it wouldn't hurt to lie down beside him for a while. You could fit two people on the couch? Just as I was about to kneel down next to him. Oh, okay. Look at our CG. Oh, you were getting frisky, sir, but, like, I don't think you mean to. He rolled over and pulled me down onto the couch, pinning me beneath him. I mean, I'll sleep like this. It was so unexpected, I stiffened. He began to drop kisses on my neck. Oh, my. Was this what he meant when he asked me to stay with him? Each press of his lips felt like a plea for help. Okay, well, I hope you don't have this kind of mommy issues, because that's kind of saying something. But, like, I mean, he obviously knows it's us. But, like, the not wanting to be alone, though, and he's always, like, bouncing from place to place, having people, like, kind of take care of him and being, like, he's definitely way more damaged than he wants to admit. Obviously. Oh. His cold hand traced patterns on my skin, except for the fact that it's on our cute little pajama. Look at our pajamas. I reflexively grabbed his hand and he looked at me pitifully, eyes full of tears. Oh, and okay, well, don't give me the sad face and think I'm going to sleep with you just because of that. That might work. Hold me. Please. Please don't reject me. I was at a loss. Amidst my confusion, I desperately tried to think, why would you, first of all, okay, you know, I mean, I don't know if she's quite realizing that she's got a little crush, but I mean, I feel like we're at that point, but also, yes, in this situation where she is with him, would you be like, oh, okay, no, I want to be like, of course I'm not going to fucking leave you, just hold him and pet him and tell him everything's going to be okay, just hold on to him. It's what he needs, and I'm willing to do that. But, like, he is a relative stranger who now has you pinned to your couch. So, like, there's some pink flags here, okay? Like, these should be red flags, and I suppose if you're not down with Nori and you're not falling for the puppy eyes like I have totally, then yes, you might be. My washing machine is going, in case you can hear that. I normally tell you, and then I was like, I don't need to, because it's not going to be loud. And it is, like, ridiculously fucking loud right now. Holy shit. Now it's dead quiet. Okay. But anyway, just in case you can hear ridiculous noises in the background. But like if you haven't fallen for his puppy eyes, like this might be like, whoa, what the fuck, buddy? But I'm like, no, just hold him, it'll be okay. A relationship meant a lot to me, and he was clearly hurting right now. I didn't want to leave him in this state. Besides, I had a feeling this had something to do with what I'd asked of him. Please. Help me. Help me forget. Keep me warm. If I had cornered him and hurt his feelings, I wanted to be the one to comfort him. I don't think it's all about that, but I think it triggered shit. With these thoughts in my mind, I closed my eyes and willfully embraced him. Like, why wouldn't you? I mean, again, like, she's definitely fallen for the puppy eyes and for him. And, like, I don't think it's all a con. You know what I mean? Like, oh, sure, he tries the puppy eyes and the adorableness to, like, kind of worm his way into letting him stay for a little while. But I feel like right now with him in this route, he's being more vulnerable and more honest because he wants to stay with us, because he likes being with us. You know, it's not a manipulation. This, I feel like, is honest. So, in reality, would it be? Probably fucking not. But this is an Otome game, so, you know. The next morning, I dressed while Tanaka was still asleep and left for work. He seemed to be free of nightmares now, so I wanted to let him rest, though that wasn't the only reason. I simply didn't know how to handle interacting with him after what happened. I worked, plagued by unresolved emotions, when just past noon a ring message from Tanaka popped up on my phone. I just woke up right now. Sorry I didn't see you off today. Oh, sad little bunny. What he sent seemed so pedestrian. I felt disappointed by it. Does he not remember? Was he pretending that last night never happened? Did he not know? Maybe he doesn't remember. Just the thought depressed me. Sighing, I switched off my phone screen. I was distracted at work all day. Seeing the state I was in, Oe invited me out for drinks, and I gratefully accepted. You were getting along just fine the other day. What happened? As our drinks were served, Oe waited patiently with furrowed brows. Unable to reveal the complete truth, I summed up the situation while skipping the details. So you think you might have upset Tainaka with something you said? I see. That Tainaka sure is a puzzle, huh? Any idea what triggered him? But if you don't know, isn't that more of a reason for you to talk it out? Oe being the fucking all of us when they're gay. Would you people just fucking communicate? Every game needs this woman. Or a character like this. Because there are so many things that it's like she's like, oh, I switched off the phone. I mean, I get it. You need time to, like, process your thoughts and stuff. You're not going to, like, okay, I'm in the middle of work. Let's talk about it. But it's one of those I was thinking in my head, like, is she just going to, like, fester and then he's going to wonder what's wrong and then blah, blah, blah. And it's going to drag out and the drama's going to be, we don't know how to communicate. Because, like, that's always a huge component of games. It's like, oh, a lot of the problems could be summed up and fixed. And we wouldn't have to spend 6 hours if you learned how to communicate. But you don't know how to communicate. Like, and again, not within, obviously there's within reason. Like, you have to think about it, you have to process, and then you talk to people. But they never do. They never do. They never do. So, like, having an OA in the background being like, maybe you should fucking talk about it? Good idea. I don't think this game has been too bad with that. We've let things fester for a little bit, but never like, it's been 6 months and I'm still mad about that thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, you know, a few days later, I was like, what the fuck? If it takes you a few days, it takes you a few days. You know what I mean? You can't understand someone without talking to them. You can't alter the past, but if you know what you did wrong, you can apologize and go from there. I know what I'm saying might sound cliche, but the crucial thing is what you decide to do now. I might sound cliche, and yet nobody does it. Her advice made me think back on my actions. I had felt too awkward to face Tainaka, so I left for work before he woke up. Truth be told, all I wanted to do was avoid this situation. See, you're part of the problem, girl. You should have a heart-to-heart with him when you get home. I nodded, agreeing with Oe. Then she perked up as she asked me something else. Hey, by the way, what's his first name? Nori? That's an unusual name. Someone saying Nori? An unfamiliar woman suddenly jumped in on our conversation. Oh, that's the girl that he was with. The first time. Surprised, I turned around to see a stern, professional-looking woman staring at me. She looked somewhat familiar. It was the girl that was here with him the first time. Come on. Remember? There you go. Nori, what are you doing? Kaede! I'm sorry. I spilled water on this lady. She serves you right for not paying attention. I don't remember the specifics, but I believe she was the same woman who was with Tainaka when we first met. Is this his sister? They look nothing alike. She probably didn't remember me at all. Oh, so he's with you now. She sized me up, scrutinizing me from head to toe. And who might you be? I jumping in like, the fuck, bitch? He used to be with me. Looks like he's chosen someone much younger this time. Okay, so she was just using him as a boy toy. I mean, I thought that's what we thought from the original beginning. She was using him like a boy toy. And apparently, yes. Ignoring Oe, the woman continued in her hostile tone. She's just jealous that I stole her boy toy. To be fair, okay, like, there is something so, like, oh, about this. Like, okay, it just, like, this woman's gonna be hostile because we stole her boy toy because Nori, like, hops around and, like, I want to say bed hops. We don't know that he's sleeping with everybody, but, like, I mean, he's a boy toy. He might be a little man whore. He hasn't really said anything, but like, whatever. We can infer, probably in some cases, especially with that one girl. You can do whatever you want to me. Okay. You know, but this is so problematic. The thing about this is when she's like, oh, he went for a younger woman. And it's like, oh, don't do that. We're like, oh, men always go for the younger woman. I mean, we're probably more age appropriate. Then again, we don't know how old she is. She doesn't look that old. She really only looks a few years older. But, like, there was something about it that's just triggering. Like, oh, God. Because then you, like, if you're an older woman dating a younger man, then he's going to leave you for a younger woman. Because that's just what society tells women. I'm sorry, are you past the age of 25? Ew, nobody wants you, you old hag. I'm sorry. Well, you all know it. Everybody knows it now. Remember, because 25 is the new 50. It really is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Back in my day, we used to have a crisis when we turned 30. We weren't out there having a midlife crisis at 23. 23 is the new 30. Yeah. You're out there like, oh my God, I am so old. I'm 23. You're adorable. You got plenty of time to have that crisis. Trust me. There's going to come a point where you're just going to have an existential crisis constantly. It's just never going to stop. Although in the world we live in right now, you might as well start now. It ain't getting any better. Oh, good Lord. But anyway. She doesn't look that old, so what's she, like 28? She hasn't crossed the 30 border because she doesn't look like an old hag. That's what they do. As soon as you hit 30, it's lines and wrinkles and you look dead, so... Her attitude was so different from our initial encounter that it left me baffled. Yeah, because she's pissed because you took her boy toy. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Nothing. I just don't think you're getting along better with Nori. It's just that you're an easy mark for Nori to take advantage of. I see. So you're someone Nori no longer wants around, huh? The woman frowned at Oe's retort. I like that Oe is like standing up for us and this whole situation, but we are going to take it to heart and be like, oh my God, wait, he's just using me. Because, I mean, to be fair, that's his MO. He goes around using people, like, to kind of get his way, to be able to stay with them and, like, mooch off them and everything and do whatever for them. And to be fair, it's not really using people. I mean, he gives you the sad puppy eyes so you let him stay at your house. And then he cleans up and, I mean, who knows what other kind of, like, housekeeping he's doing. Housekeeping being a euphemism for fucking you. Yeah, you got that. You know what I mean? Who knows what else he's doing to be able to stay. So it's kind of at that point mutually beneficial. But he does kind of use his sad puppy eyes and adorable face to get into your apartment to be able to stay. And then it becomes a mutually beneficial arrangement. So, you know, and I do think she's just mad because her little boy toy, who used to fold her laundry and service her, is now staying with us. And she's mad about it because he's not calling her. You know what I mean? Plus, hi, he gets a free phone out of the deal. I think he's benefiting more than we are, but, you know, but we're going to take it to heart and be like, oh my God, he's just using me and everything he's saying and then blah, blah, blah and whatever. And, you know, even though you kind of knew that from the beginning, it was kind of obvious. But I think she feels like maybe they're closer and more like real friends, if not something else. So, like, hearing this is gonna get into her head and make her think, like, oh my God, he's just using me and I was stupid to, like, think that we were anything else, you know? Oh, don't do that. You know nothing about Nori. I bet you don't even know why he moves from person to person, and that's just the start. I found myself at a loss for words. I fumbled and said it was because of his amnesia. I wouldn't have said that. Amnesia? That just shows he doesn't trust you at all. You know at least this much, right? It's pointless to be serious about Nori. Sui, check please. It's her problem. She's not getting any. As the woman exited the bar, Owen made a rare show of raw emotion. Oh, she is mad. I love it. I love that she's mad on our behalf. And defending our Labradoodle 2.0. He's a Labradoodle puppy. He's our pupperdoodle. He's a pupperdoodle. There you go. Because he's not a Labradoodle. He's like a full-grown Labradoodle. He's a puppy. He's a baby. So he's a pupperdoodle. Okay. He's our pupperdoodle. Pupperdoodle is fun to say. All right. Unless you guys have something else better. We'll figure it out. Manager, can I get a stronger drink? You have work tomorrow, don't you? You might want to take it easy. Hey, don't be the voice of reason. The manager calmed Oe with his gentle tone, although, thanks, Liquor Daddy. But the woman's words echoed in my mind, sobering me up. About that woman earlier. I glanced up at the manager, his face clouded with worry. I like his little contemplative face. As far as I remember, she and Tainaka visited my bar a few times toward the end of last year. Her name, I believe, is Kaede Chihara. Hearing the full name, I remember Tainaka calling her that the night we first met. However, I suspect she doesn't know Tainaka all that well either. Oh, really? Even after all that? Yes, once she came here alone and said that he left her without any explanation. Even so, from our conversation just now, I could infer that Tainaka hadn't used an amnesia excuse with Chihara. He had built a barrier between us, and it left me feeling hollow. Hey, Spacey! Look, I don't know how Tainaka treated that woman, but at least to me, it seems like he cares about you. Oh, I ain't wrong. Granted, someone who doesn't question amnesia might appear easy to take advantage of, but if you're unhappy with things the way they are, maybe you should be the one to make that first move. Oh, I was right. But that would mean confronting Tainaka about his feigned amnesia, tearing down the wall he'd purposefully built. That could potentially ruin our relationship, possibly even lead to him leaving altogether. Yeah, and I mean, and that's kind of scary. You don't want him to leave, but at the same time, if he can't be honest with you, do you really want to be in a cohabitation? Because not really relationship with someone that doesn't trust you? You know what I mean? Like, there's stuff in my past and I'm just not ready to open up. Okay, fine. But there's a point where you have to fucking open up. You can't just use that as an excuse anymore, you know? When I imagined that happening, I realized how much I didn't want Tainaka to go. Sure, he might leave if you push him too hard about this. But you don't know that yet, do you? He might stay, and even if he did want to leave, you could still chase after him. It's all up to you, Spacey. I nodded ambiguously to Oe. But I wondered if I had the courage to take even that first step. In the end, the whole encounter with Chihara decimated the mood, and we decided to call it an early night. The apartment was pitch black when I got home. I glanced around the doorway, but Tainaka's shoes weren't there. A sinking feeling came over me as I flicked on the lights. Tainaka's backpack, usually tossed in a corner, was also missing. My heart leapt into my throat. If Tainaka really planned to leave, he likely would have left his phone behind. Clinging to that hope, I tried calling him. Wait. Hello. After a few rings, I heard his carefree voice on the other end. Relief swept through me. Tainaka sounded as if nothing was out of the ordinary. If he had planned to leave, he would have left his phone behind. I don't know about that. Well, maybe because, like, it's on your phone plan. It's not like a prepaid phone. I'm at the local convenience store right now. Oh, you're home? Sorry I couldn't be there to welcome you. Yeah, I'm heading back now. See you soon. The second he gets it, oh my god, he's going to walk in the door and she's going to hug him. That would be perfect. And he's going to be like, what? Normally the roles are reversed here. Because she's going to be so fucking happy that he didn't leave. Once the call ended, I sat down on the floor right where I stood. Tainaka hadn't left after all. The unfortunate timing had given me such a scare. But why would you take your whole backpack with all your belongings? After changing into more comfortable clothes, I heard the front door opening. I'm home! Upon entering, Tainaka hugged me like he always did. I really wanted her to hug him. I wanted her to leap at him and him be like, wait, what the fuck? Welcome home, Spacey. Huh? You were worried.
Oh, sorry. I'll be sure to call you if I ever go out at night then.
I nodded and felt him hug me tighter. Seriously, pupperdoodles cannot go out alone. You didn't even take your leash.
You're so warm, Spacey.
Everything about him was the same as usual.
How am I feeling? Oh, I'm fine. Why do you ask?
He didn't mention anything about yesterday, and I wasn't sure how to bring it up. I'd be like, you just seemed like you were having nightmares last night. He's like, was I? I don't remember anything. I bet he doesn't remember. He probably thinks it was a dream.
Never mind me. You don't look too happy. I thought you went out drinking with Nanami.
I must have been frowning. He looked worried as he turned the focus to me. I panicked a little and blurted out something about the woman we met at Evergreen. Huh? Kaede. Tainaka exclaimed, obviously flustered, and I asked if he remembered her. He's like, if he says no.
Vaguely?
Tainaka stepped away unnaturally and kept to his ambiguous answers.
I vaguely remember that I stayed with her for a little while in the past.
He's playing up the amnesia shit again, even though we know he was lying, and we were like, so you're lying about that? Like, you know what I mean? Again, if you had amnesia about your childhood, that's one thing, but like something that happened in your recent past, we know is bullshit, so.
Huh? Why did I leave Kaede's place? I don't remember. I think it was because she fell in love with someone. I think.
Did she fall in love with you? And want something real and you didn't want that? Even after coming this far, he wouldn't break character about having amnesia. Though I felt upset, I didn't miss the sadness that passed through Tainaka's eyes.
There were lots of people that took care of me before, but I didn't have a special relationship with any of them. They meant so little that I've forgotten about them. Not one of them went out looking for me.
I couldn't find the right words to say to him, so I just watched him and listened. We went out looking for him. He looked back at me. I thought he might continue, but then he put on that stiff grin he used whenever he tried to change subjects.
If you see her again, just tell her thanks. You might run into her at Evergreen again.
How was I supposed to take the next step with someone who had such clear and unbreakable boundaries? It didn't feel like the right time to delve into the reasons behind what happened yesterday, and things remained unclear. No matter how worried I was about my personal life, there was still work to be done. I was putting together my materials for the internal competition, which was creating a massive headache for me. If possible, I wanted to feature Tainaka's cooking in the recipes section. My feelings hadn't changed about that, but it seemed difficult to bring it up with him given the current distance between us. There wasn't much time before the competition, so I put together the materials using a different chef. I believe that Tainaka's cooking had the power to make people happy, but the more I pushed him, the more upset he'd be. I heaved a deep sigh when I heard a voice call out to me. What's with the big sigh? Whoa, don't scare me like that. Did they freak you out or something? I just talk to you like I always do. So, what's the deal with your sighs? You're bringing me down too. Aw, look, Labradoodle is, feeling the effects of Pupperdoodle making us sad. Listen, Labradoodle, I'm gonna need you to teach Pupperdoodle. The doodles need to teach each other shit. You're too close. It's not Amasawa's fault. Anyone would be surprised. Huh? Just doing what I normally do. Like jumping up on top of you. Ah, what the fuck? Giant dog jumping on you, basically. See? I can't believe we have 2 dogs in this game. Your normal and other people's normal are completely different. You should try looking up what personal space means. It's not that big a deal, man. I didn't know when they had come over to my desk, but the 2 of them now chatted loudly over me. So what's going on? Some trouble with work? What are you working on again? Oh, materials for the competition. Let's see. Before I could stop him, Saotome started reading the materials on my computer. Oh, recipe column. Saotome was known as a hit maker who had produced a lot of popular content in the past. I tensed up because I expected some harsh criticism. I actually think this is pretty good. I don't cook and most of my friends don't cook, but I know those cooking videos are pretty popular online. You're planning to have these recipes presented as videos, right? And you should try keeping them under a minute. Shorts on social media have been wildly popular recently, you know? Those are all under a minute. Shorts are so fucking annoying! Get an attention span, Labradoodle! Labradoodle! Seriously, I fucking hate shorts. Dear YouTube, I hate shorts. Please stop fucking shoving them onto us. This isn't motherfucking TikTok. For God fucking sakes. If I wanted to watch short form content, I would go someplace that had that. I don't like, hey, it's a quick short. That's not what YouTube is about. It's about you sit down, you shut the fuck up, and you watch a 62-hour fucking video. You sit down, shut up, and you watch 60 to 80 hours of me playing an Atome game, goddammit. No, but seriously. Hey, we had the option back in the day. We could have kept things 30 minutes, but people wanted an hour. People were like, longer! So I gave you what you wanted. You can't complain. Besides, you could always, pause the video, go do shit, come back. You know what I mean? As opposed to, how annoying, be like, hey, guys, welcome back. Okay, so here we are. We're talking to Nori. Okay, guys, see you later. 15 minutes? I feel like by the time you're done with your intro, you're done. What the fuck? 15-minute videos feel like I'm watching Dora the Explorer, okay? Yes, that is a tree, mi amigos. You know what I mean? We don't, seriously, it's too short. Holy shit. I mean, I get it. When you're starting YouTube, they block you to, short-ass videos, but, oh my god. And under a minute for a cooking video? Jesus fucking Christ. We're gonna boil the water, we're gonna put the macaroni, and we're done. That's not a cooking video. You don't, no. Under 5 minutes, sure, you could probably manage. So we're gonna boil our water, and then we're gonna drain it, and then we're gonna, but you can't even boil water or drain, you can't even make Kraft mac and cheese, and, I mean, I suppose you could put it in a 1 minute video, but good God, do you know how annoying it is if you're watching videos for food things on Instagram or whatever, and it's noodles, cheese, sauce, this, done. And you're like, well, I read noodles and I don't know where the fuck the rest of it went. Holy shit, simmer down. My brain works fast, but what the fuck? Why was that a 10-second clip with 37 steps? You know what I mean? Or especially when people put text like this and it's shorts on social media, and then they click it and then they click, and you're like, simmer the fuck down. I can't even read the first sentence before you've moved on. I saw a reel like that today, and I was trying to read it. I'm reading, and then it moves on, and then you're like, okay, I'm trying to, and then it moves on, and you're like, wow, you didn't pause to see, speak it out loud, because you read things faster in your head than you do out loud. But if you can't even read that out loud before it moves on, Jesus Christ, too fast. Too fucking fast, no one can read that. And again, I read fast, but Jesus. But anyway. Under a minute. Most people don't mind watching things they don't really care about if it's only a minute. Pretty neat, huh? But, I mean, there's probably some truth to this. But that just makes us all sound sad and pathetic. I don't give a fuck, but so then 6 hours later, you've just watched 6 hours worth of shit you didn't give a crap about because everything was under a minute. And you just wasted that much time. No, that sounds about right. But doesn't that, when you realize that, you're like, that's sad. Wait, that's really sad. It's not pretty neat, it's pretty sad. But I don't expect Labradoodles to see that. I was caught off guard by all his helpful advice. What's wrong? Why are you looking at me weird like that? Satome, you're usually brutally honest with your criticism. I think she's just confused by all the compliments. Yeah, I know, seriously, that... What? You thought I was gonna rag on you? Well, if your idea was bad, I probably would have, but this one's pretty good. We're rivals for the internal competition, but if a team member's making an interesting proposal, I want to give them my support. Satome smiled innocently at me. I figured it was this quality of his that attracted people to him. That and him pinning you on the desk. I'm sorry, that CG lives rent-free in my head. I can't help it. Won't you need a chef who can think of the recipes and actually do the cooking? Yeah, do you have a lead on that? No, could it be that guy that helped out at the party? Speaking of which, I don't think I've ever met him. But I heard he was an amateur cook. Probably not wise to rely on someone like that. Well, I don't think it's bad per se. The food at that event was pretty next level. I guess that's true. It was good. The people at Tempesty all seemed to enjoy it. Remember the quiche? It looked so fancy, but the flavor wasn't pretentious at all. I think kids would love that flavor. Oh my god, and now we're literally making Dora the Explorer fucking cooking videos for kids. Oh. Just make it quick, under a minute! What's wrong with you? I don't think putting him in that kind of a time crunch and then asking what's wrong with him when he didn't get it made in him. I know, obviously you edit it, but like, I'm not stupid. You know what I mean? Quick, Nori, faster! We gotta edit this into a minute! Also, Nori, make sure at the end that you tell kids they're stupid if they haven't made the food within a minute, because the video was a minute, and they should have made the food within a minute. Tell them they're stupid. Call them an idiot sandwich. Pass your trauma onto the future chefs of America. Or Japan, in this case. Right? Dinner's boring if you're always just serving the same thing. Stuff like that's a crowd pleaser. Oh, the bruschetta was great, too. It looked colorful, so that recipe could be popular for parties, too. Agreed. Maybe you should prepare a wide range of recipes and also have a feature where you can search for specific things. Both of them complimented Tainaka's cooking and gave me advice on my project proposal. Something about that made me so happy. Not sure if this will win the competition, but you gotta let me meet that guy someday. I want to see what he's like. Aw, good Labradoodle, I need you to teach Pupperdoodles. And if it does win, make sure you put me on the film crew. Oh, or better yet, make me the official taste tester. Spoken like a true Labradoodle. He doesn't even hide his real motive. He's a dog. It was that good, you know? Or were you trying to volunteer yourself, Tuco? No. Maybe. Saltame and Minato bantered back and forth as they returned to their desks. Listening to those two, I knew I needed to get Tainaka's help with my cooking column. If only I could narrow down the specifics and make a proposal that would relieve Tainaka of his worries. I decided to ask him again later. With that goal in mind, I finished putting together my presentation materials. Sounds like a jet engine in our freaking laundry room. Okay, so we're still in chapter 3 and this is our spinoff. All right. Be a Nori. When I woke up, Spacey was nowhere to be found. No way! It's already noon. I glanced at my smartphone clock and jumped out of bed. I completely overslept. Spacey must already be at the office. Rubbing the sleep from my eyes, I quickly realized I wasn't wearing any clothes. All at once, everything that happened the previous night came flooding back to me. You're not wearing any clothes? He was wearing clothes in the CG, and we held him. They didn't infer that we had sex. And then she said he didn't talk about what happened, but I assumed it was the grabbing me and the kissing my neck and the cuddling. I didn't... What the fuck? If shit went down, why the fuck did you gloss over it? Are we supposed to infer that they boned each other? Because he's not wearing any clothes. Why is he naked? Ugh, what am I doing? I took advantage of her kindness. There were always times I'd had nightmares, but I never did something like that with any of the others I'd stayed with. I mean, the pulling me in and the kissing my neck, and she embraced him, but they never said anything about anything. They always give you a little more details on the frisky times. But you're trying to tell me that shit happened and you just glossed over that? I had to wait till here? And I'm still questioning if that happened? You did a bad job, game. Bad job. You should have made it a little bit clearer. Because I'm still like, are we supposed to infer that they had sex? Because, like, he's naked. So that's what I'm inferring here. But, like, why is this the only time it wasn't clear?
I have to apologize. But even if I do, I don't know if she'll forgive me. I grabbed my smartphone but hesitated to open Ring. What if she gets upset if I carelessly bring up last night? What if she says she hates me now and tells me to get out? Negative thoughts swirled in my head. Regardless of what she might say, I had no right to feel hurt. My fingers fumbled as I typed and deleted messages over and over. I should avoid mentioning what happened last night and just send a message about something completely inoffensive. If I don't mention it, maybe it'll be forgotten over time and it'll be like it never happened. I'm so sorry. I know how unfair I'm being by pretending it didn't happen. I threw my phone to the side and laid down. I'm the worst. A little bit. I didn't want to think about anything, so I closed my eyes once more.
Yeah, no, it sounds like we had sex with him. Holy shit. Okay, well, you kind of glossed over that, and I'm a little disappointed. You better give us a better scene later. I spent the week focusing on work. All the while, Tainaka maintained his distance. It seemed like he was trying to keep to himself. I never found a good moment to bring up the recipe column again. I left the office later than I normally did and came to the station right at rush hour. The heat had become intense, and being among the crowd made it even more unbearable. After being shaken back and forth by the train and walking through the ticket gate, I saw someone I never expected to see here and inadvertently yelped. Oh! Chihara looked just as surprised to see me, her eyes flaring wide for a second. I'm so sorry about the other day. She bowed so rapidly as she apologized that I worried for her spine. She continued to bow as I stood there speechless, and eventually the crowd began to stare. I shook my head once and asked Chihara to stand up, and then we ducked into a cafe to talk. I'm sorry. I wanted to apologize, but I think I made things even more awkward for you. Chihara was genuinely downcast, a far cry from the headstrong impression I had of her from our last meeting. As I waited for her patiently, she began to recount what happened that day. I should introduce myself first. I'm Kaede Chihara. Like I said before, I took care of Nori until the spring of this year. Huh? We met at Evergreen before. Oh, the woman Nori spilled water on! That was you! When I brought up our unconventional first encounter, Chihara finally recognized me. She nodded, then got to the point. I'm embarrassed, but I just had a fight with my boyfriend when we met the other day. Plus, I was stressed from work and had already had too much to drink. When I heard Nori's name, I turned around and saw you. I was so irritated that Nori was with someone as cute as you after leaving me. I took my anger out on you, and I'm sorry. You shouldn't really... I mean, you've got another boyfriend, but you'd still be like, stupid dick, to the person that, like, walked out on you. You know what I mean? So, like, fair enough, I guess. I definitely understood how we sometimes took our frustrations out on others. She could have ignored me at the station, but she went out of her way to apologize. Maybe she wasn't so bad after all. You know, I ought to give props to the game because, like, she came off flying like you're like, fucking bitch. You're like, she's gonna be it. And then it's like, no, I'm actually nice. I'll forgive you. I wasn't gonna forgive what's-her-face. Bitch toe. Bitch toe, not forgiving that shit. That girl's psycho. I assured Chihara that it was alright, and she seemed relieved. Because, like, this, she made a fuck up and then she got better. Like, bitch toe just kept going. She just kept going with her fucking bitch antics. Thank goodness. After making up with my boyfriend, I realized how awful I was to you. And I knew I made it seem otherwise, but I didn't know Nori very well either. I've been wondering how she and Tainaka had ended up living together. I gathered my courage and asked Chihara how she met him. I met Nori last Christmas. I'd just been dumped by my ex-boyfriend and found Nori collapsed on the ground. Great timing, huh? Since we were both single, we kept each other company to stave off loneliness. Uh-huh, yeah. You know, he's like a puppy, always wanting attention. It's comforting. He really is a pupperdoodles. I smiled. Chihara's description of Tainaka was spot on, and it made me think back on all the warm memories I had with him. We spent time together, but never really talked about our pasts or personal stuff. One thing that puzzled me about him was how he did housework if I asked, but always refused to cook. So Tainaka's reluctance to cook was the same even when he lived with Chihara. Just learning that much felt like a significant discovery. We were together for about 4 months, but in the end, I still don't know much about him. He always has a way of worming his way into your life, but he never lets anyone into his. I nodded, understanding completely. Tanaka was a friendly, tail-wagging puppy, but something about him made it hard to get to know him better. Exactly! His puppy dog eyes make you say yes to everything. She's not wrong, because I fall for it too. It's just not fair, is it? Since we both had similar experiences with Tanaka, we felt a connection. She's now our best friend. Okay, second best friend. We have Oe. Our conversation continued to flow naturally, most of it about Tanaka. No way! Eventually, I told her about the night Tanaka and I slept together. Okay, so we did have sex with him. Alright. So we absolutely had sex, but the game just glossed over it. The fuck? You gotta be more obvious, game. I don't take subtle hints. I'm sorry. Nothing like that ever happened between us, I swear. Ah. So there was company keeping and everything, but no sex. So see, he is not totally a man whore. Interesting. Good for him. I mean, he absolutely could be. We were affectionate and playful, like we'd hug and joke around with each other, but maybe you really are special to him. It wasn't the first time someone had suggested that, but I still wasn't sure. Even though our relationship evolved that night, it only happened because I heard him. Probably didn't mean anything. But he kissed you other times before that, right? He never did anything like that with me. I think he might really like you. It's strange for me to say this, but you might have a different kind of relationship with him. Then Chihara stood up. I should go. Thank you so much for today. I'm glad we were able to talk. I felt the exact same way. And the fact that, like, we couldn't tell, we didn't want to tell Oe what happened. So, but telling a woman who's kind of a stranger, but knows Nori a little bit, like, I left the cafe feeling much more at peace than when I had entered. Oh, one last thing. When I was down on my luck, Nori stuck by me without saying a word. I'm still grateful for that. It can never be a safe place, but part of me really wants him to find a home. A place where he can always belong. This is literally the stray neighborhood dog that everybody takes in and, like, but nobody, like, people just foster him for a little while and he just bounces from home to home. Like, seriously. I know this might sound selfish, but it would mean a lot if you could be that person for him. If you want to be someone special for him, for Tanaka, you have my full support. Chihara said that, a sparkle in her eyes. The days she had spent with Tanaka were now nothing more than memories. Well, goodbye! We said our goodbyes and Chihara headed through the ticket gate. As soon as I was alone, the urge to see Tanaka right away grew stronger inside me. And we changed our clothes. He's still got his clothes all fallen off and, like, whatever, but, like, I am liking the sheer florally shirt thing going on here. Although the neon green pants with it or something. They do technically go in with probably what's green on the flower stems on the shirt collar, but it's still like, look at, oh my god, you're wearing it, and then you got neon green pants. How I dress when I'm at home. Oh my god. I got something for you today. I mean, everybody has to change in the summer, so fair enough, but once I got home, we had dinner as usual. Then Tanaka pulled out 2 flans from the fridge, wearing a goofy grin. The flan was topped with caramel sauce, and it looked sinfully delicious. Oh, sorry.
The eggs were about to expire, so I made these. Dig in. I think it turned out pretty good.
I got something for you. No, you made something for me. You have something for me. I savored my first bite. The earthy sweetness of the eggs combined with the bittersweet caramel was divine.
Is it good? Oh, yay!
And also, yes, so he's, like, been affectionate with other women, but he doesn't sleep with them, and he never cooks for them. He cooks for us, and he fucks us. I mean, it was an accident, but
You're right. It came out great if I say so myself.
I couldn't help but marvel at Tanaka. He was able to prepare so many different types of foods, even desserts.
Huh? Yeah, you're right. I haven't made you sweets before. Let's make a birthday cake for you next time, Spacey. I'll make a big one.
He is adorable. we're going to have a serious conversation with him. We're at chapter 4. We got to have serious talks now. There's going to be some drama, and he's going to run away, and then he's going to come back, and we'll apologize in the rain. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there to be dramatic, but I'm going to wrap this part up here. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.